my makeup trend has been on my For You page over and over and over, and I did my own version. A soft glam, a mixture of Latina makeup, a mixture of dark feminine, a mixture of Doya makeup. And you know what? I love to take inspiration for all of these makeup looks and make something unique. So today we're gonna do my version of soft glam, and if you're into it, make sure you stick around, girl. Also, hi, my name is Manveer. We do our makeup here while talking about life topics, but today is 4th of July. Girlies, it's time to de-stress and not overthink life. We're gonna take a break today. First of all, I'm gonna prep my lips with the CNP Lip Balm. I love this lip treatment. I love their lip mask, but when they came out with that lip balm, instantly reduces that fine line look in your lips. Also, now that things are getting serious, we're gonna put our hair up, because when things are real, hair is up. That everything is pushed to the back. Let's get into it. Also, I'm not gonna show you my skin prep. If you want a separate video of my skincare routine or whatever, leave a comment down below. However, I am going to use a primer on my face because I haven't done my skincare in a little bit. Regardless of what makeup look you are, it's your type or whatever, you gotta have confidence with it. Next, come on. This looks like Elmer's school glue that you would have in school. One time when I was in school, I took one of the glue sticks in 2nd grade home and I never returned it. And then the teacher was like, "Oh, I see people don't return my school supplies. I'm gonna call the principal and say someone's stealing." And I got so scared I brought that glue stick back the next day. I never stole again. And I was so stressed the whole weekend. I was low-key scared of that teacher. Anyway, and we're talking about soft glam. I want to have a little bit of glow on my face, but at the same time, I don't want my face to be dewy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take e.l.f.'s Sun Tint, Skin Tint with that Halo Glow formula, and I'm going to put it a dab. No, I didn't clean it. Yes, you can judge me, whatever. And I'm going to use Tear, really matte, the red cushion in liquid, and I'm gonna mix the two. I like to use very light layers of foundation so your face makeup is not cakey. I'm going in with this Korean foundation brush. Yes, I need to clean everything, guys. I'm gonna clean all my brushes on the socials, so make sure you follow me there or we're gonna fight. I'm kidding. Anyway, so this should give a matte but low-key glowy. e.l.f. Halo Glow is no joke. You don't have to blend this in. I'm going to show you an easier way to blend in all your makeup. So the best way I found blending in all your makeup and making it look very seamless is going in with the cushion. I really love it because certain brushes leave streaks, and I'm sorry, I don't think that it's fair that you have to pay 40 bucks for a really good brush just to be able to do your makeup. I think everyone should be able to do their makeup, and you literally can find these, I don't know, Tuimo, Shein, for a really inexpensive price. I am not a fan of bronzer. I do not use bronzer. As controversial as that might be, I'm not gonna use it. But what I do have is the Rare Beauty contour. Now this was in the shade that was mellow, and it's giving low-key bronzer / contour. So if you're like me in the same department, not a fan of bronzer and stuff like that, but in this session we are gonna contour a little bit. Try maybe using these. These were, I don't know why they were marketed as only contours, because these were very much more warmer. So I'm just gonna go in lightly here. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm gonna do a little bit here and maybe a little bit here, and that's it. And then same with this side, bring it in a little bit here and then a little bit here. Not in your hair like me. I'm gonna use this little wedged brush just to blend it in and work sculpt. Anyway, guys, this is gonna go after 4th of July, but since today is 4th of July, put in the comments, what did you do on 4th of July? I am considering going to the park all by myself and watching the fireworks, because we can't be waiting on a man. We can't be waiting on anyone to be living our life. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Low-key this year, it's not very much giving 4th of July vibes, but state of affairs right now. No comment on that. Now that we gave our face a little dry down time, I'm gonna go in with a color corrector. Now the proper way to do this is use the back of your hand. Ideally, going in the back of your hand and using light layers will help prevent your makeup from being cakey. I would let this settle down. Some people like to powder. I'm using Kimchi loose powder. Oh, forgot. By the way, I never use this. It's cute, but I never use this. The reason why I'm using Kimchi Rose Pink is because that pink is like giving you a brightening effect. So the color corrector can kind of settle. Eye coverage concealer, use the back of your hand or whatever it is, and you want to use a little. And with high coverage concealers, it's really good to just do it lightly, because the more high coverage and matte they are, the easier it is for you to essentially get cake on your face, and we don't like that. We like to eat cake. We don't like to look at cakey faces unless you're into that. I know some people are into that. For me, oh my god, I got so many comments everywhere. They were like, your blush is so ugly and it's too much. And then sometimes in high school I would only wear blush and I would only wear lipstick, obviously within reason. It's not like I'm looking like a clown. Maybe I do, but I think I reasonably put just enough that it's socially acceptable. And then in high school, I feel like the only things I would put were lipstick, and look at that. I'm literally, so you believe me, she's pretty. All I would wear was lipstick and freaking blush, and I would wear the darkest shade of lipstick. I was on Revlon Black Cherry, no concealer under my eyes, so I looked like a witch. Now that we did our color corrector, we put our concealer, we did all that, I'm gonna go in with my favorite powder. Literally best drugstore powder. Literally, it is so good. You don't believe me? You don't believe me, girl? You're about to believe me. First of all, technique for putting your powder. Puff. Use the puff. Preferably not a dirty one like mine, but here we are. Do that. Use the back of your hand. This is your girl. Then you take off the excess, right? Perfection. That is. I'm gonna go in here. Now I'm gonna let it settle before I wipe off the powder. While we're letting that powder sit, I'm gonna go in with blush. I actually got this from a small business called Fresha, and it's a really cute brand. I'm not sure if this blush works for everyone because it seems like it is a white base blush, so it might not show up properly on darker skin tones. But another alternative for that would probably be the Pixi blush, a liquid cream one. But maybe the Pixi one will work on darker skin tones. I'm sorry, girlies. I don't think this is melanated friendly. I'm just letting you know. I won't do blush blindness all throughout my face today. We're gonna keep it in the center and a little bit up like that. So you want to go in lightly. It's subtle. Oh my god. It's like my childhood dream when I was 16, right? I was watching makeup videos and I was like, oh, how do I do this? And we were all into the freaking, I don't know, guys, do you remember Lord DIY? Ashley, forgot her name. All these people, see, apples over cheese. It's very like blush. So while we're at it, time to also curl these freaking lashes. This still scares me. I hate doing this. It feels like a contraption, death trap. I feel like the mascara should be also doing most of the work in curling your lashes, and I think the Colossal Maybelline mascara does such a good job in curling your lashes without a curler. I did a review on that on the socials if you're interested. And I'm like, you see that? Crazy work. Bring it up. Bring it up. Obviously, bring it down. What's wrong with me? Everything. Guys, I spent 3 hours cleaning my room today. Can you believe that? 3 hours! Probably spent more than 3 weeks of it being messy. And I just had no will. I wish I was one of those people that found therapy in cleaning. I look at the mess and I'm like, I can find stuff in here. Don't move it. This is my favorite eyeshadow palette. And I am a basic And I love just the warm tone. This is Anastasia Spice Palette. And you've seen, if you guys watch any of my videos before, I have used this a bagazillion times before. And I love it. I literally love it. It's so pretty. Now, what I am going to say to you, it might be applicable to you. Because I have hyperpigmentation on my eyes already have this brown eyeshadow, and so I like to use my natural eyelid color as the base color for some of my looks, and that might not be applicable to you. So if it's not, put concealer on there and then put eyeshadow. But a lot of the colors are very highly pigmented, so I'm not worried about that. So I'm gonna go into this darker shade, and we're just gonna go a little bit here. So I just like to start a little bit like here, and it looks like crap at first, but you gotta just blend it in. I think part of people don't like eyeshadow is that it actually requires you to have patience to do, and that's what it is. So as you can see, I'm using the natural color of my eye to transition, and I'm gonna go in like this. And we're just gonna keep blending until it doesn't look like crap. Now that I have this darker color on the inner corners of my eyes, I'm gonna go in with a lighter color in the middle of my eyes, just so the next color that we're gonna put on top has a little vibe. I told you they're pigmented, even with my hyperpigmentation. But you put concealer. So the next thing is I'm gonna always go in with some glitter. I love to use this brown golden glitter. You just go like that. Oh, I love this palette. It's so good. If you want to do a little bit extra glitter, you can go in here. Or like whatever. See, I need to blend out this side. Now, while you weren't here, you want to do a medium wing, I would say. You don't want to go full dramatic because this is soft glam, girl. This is not giving full glam. Mid wing, and you want to make sure the wing goes whoop. My blush needs a little bit more pizzazz, so I'm gonna go in with Patrick Ta's red. You see, I just go like, this is not enough. I need more blush. And just a little, that's it. I heard you. I know too much blush. I can't help myself. Moving on to highlighter. So my favorite highlighter is this stretchy Fulcrum Beauty highlighter. I'm probably contaminating the whole thing, but it's so fun. And then I'm gonna go in with here. We're gonna go in like that. So pretty. And then I'm gonna go on my lip. To be honest, we should do this after we did our lip or whatever. And then full thing, but now let's move on to the lip. I'm gonna go in with a duck lip liner. Look at this lip liner. This lip liner kept breaking on me, probably because I can't take care of anything. It definitely plumped, or you feel the plumping. I'm not a clean lip look girly. I like my lips to look a little pouty and lined messily because they give this bitten lip look, in my opinion. But you are allowed to do whatever kind of lip you like, and I'm gonna buff it out with a lip pen. The lip is gonna be nude brownish, so I'm using this Ink Velvet 17 lip tint. Now this immediately accentuates a lot of fine lines, so I'm just using it for its nude color, and we're gonna just use our finger. Haha, it looks like I'm saying something to you. And you see it's giving that kind of look. And because we lined it a little messily, our lips look a little. But I'm going to top it off with a gloss. I'm going to use e.l.f.'s gloss in the shade Toffee. And this is going to bring back the vibe. I'm going to clean up a little. Last but not least, our soft glam is coming to an end. We have to use a setting spray, and I am going to use Tears Semi Matte. You want to let that girl dry. Before we go, I forgot this one thing. So I like to take some orange glitter and put it on my waterline a little bit. So it also helps my eyes pop a little bit more, and it's like this orange vibe. Okay, girlies, this was my version of a soft glam. I know how you're doing. I love to hear from you. And most importantly, I hope you stay safe. Mwah!